It was adventure time. It was adventure time. We came, okay, and there was someone beast. There was a bestial presence, and it wanted to consume and destroy, okay? And we said, no, that's our job, man. That's our job. No one's gonna make fun of my brother except me, and no one's gonna consume and destroy this wonderful place except for me, man. Yeah, we're gonna stop you. The base, it stripped me of my aura. 1, 2, 3, the different layers. It hurt, man. My soul protection was gone. And I didn't think I had a lot to begin with, but I did. You know, I think we all have a little bit. Pulling out my silver string. Oh my god. Oh man. I wish I had 1,000 muscles. You know what I mean? Oh, but I didn't. I only had 4. Arm, leg, and neck. That's 4. Oh, my shoulders! Oh! Who thought I could keep up this bar with such heavyweights? American standard, exceptional yank. Red beret, bed bug. Oh, I was buffeted by the psychic powers of this immense thing. It looked like a giant eye. Okay. With a big floppy sheet, like a big giant eye with a big floppy sheet of bags. Oh my god! And it had a tummy. I thought if I could get to that tummy, I could give it a little pat, for luck. Ouch! Buffeted by strange energies. Holy cow! It was a fight for the ages, There was no time to say, hey, how you doing? Maybe there's something I could help you with. A misunderstanding? Maybe we could all hold hands and have a Coke. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. That's the sound I hear on the vending machine. You open up that Coke, and maybe it won't be so mean. I thought that maybe we could be together as brothers, not foreseeing that this thing was alone, that it preferred to exist by itself. And just call on the phone. The Brady Bunch. That's how we all became the Brady Bunch. Dun, 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 dun. And then buffeted by the strange energies. The worst thing I've ever seen, because it mirrors you into yourself. You're like, whoa, man, I don't want to see that. Whoa. Give yourself a little bit of blood for me. Go on and give yourself a little bit of love for you. Because if you know that's time for love, you can give me a smack with your glove. And if you know it's time to care, that you won't care, I have those pubic hair. Give a little bit of myself to you. Give a little bit of yourself to me. And if sometime that we are alone, holding hands or on the phone, if we can talk about our stuff, someday hope can be enough. Give a little bit. Oh my god, it gave me. Buffeted by these tremendous energies. exceptional yank, driven into the earth. American standard stripped like a tin can. Captain Schmamerica. Only the power of Schmamerica could stand this case of mighty entities such as this. But no, even then, in the end, it was conformed into a jellyfish, a Captain America jellyfish. Yeah, because you see what happened the Captain Schmamerica, the shield was turned into a jellyfish. And so what happened was he got stung by his own shield because now it was a jellyfish. And that's when I knew. What was this thing? It was like a five-sided thing rotating around with eyes in its butt. And I know that I could pick up the jellyfish. I did it because I used to eat jellyfishes as a boy. You fry them up with a little bit of butter and salt, and they're so yummy. And if you cook the nematocysts right, it won't sting your mouth, but you're going to get stung a little bit. So you develop a little bit, ouch, you develop a little bit of what's the thing? What's the thing where you eat a peanut when you're a baby so that you don't get allergic to peanuts? Well, you got fed the little bars as a baby so that you don't get allergic to jellyfish stings. So there I was. The jellyfish is the oldest animal on the earth. The earth, the core of the earth, connected to the primordial energies of the jellyfish. I became immovable through time, part of the construct of time, immovable. And what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? They surrender. And I extended my hand, thinking that the thing would extend theirs. Okay? Dun, 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 dun. Those pretty old lanterns, they were like stars in the sky. Those patio lanterns, they lit up the night. Those patio lanterns made you have sight. Those patio lanterns, hope you got a good kiss under those patio lanterns. Do, 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 do. And then they gave them the opening they need. Had the black hole suck the thing in. Pulled on me, and I did not have my auric protection. I did not have my auric protection because it was stripped from me. The density that was being this cheese bun was all that was left of our entire reality. This cheese bun. And it was like the time in the never-ending story where they're like, oh, you called my name too late. What took you so long? You didn't have to climb up the thing to open the window. You could have just, like he was clearing his throat, getting ready to say a name. You shouted out any name and it would have been in time. But no, it had to be the perfect name for you. You selfish little boy. So that's all that's left was a grain of sand. Excuse me, and then all that was left in this case was a cheese bun. The greatest cultural artifact of our time. The cheese bun. So I dare not eat it. Those patio lanterns. And the multi-story, multifaceted thing, okay, got sucked in and blinked through a black hole. Oh, they said, Silverhead, can you join the Vengees? And I said, what's in it for me, man? And they're like, well, you get keys to the clubhouse and access 24/7 to the gym with the key card. And I said, I could get that at Planet Fitness, man. What difference does it make? He said, yeah, but you get to hang around people like Exceptional Yank, American Standard, Red Bed to Red Thread, Big Daddy Davis, Skulkamoo, Hulk'em and Dink Donk, all the good soups of yesteryear. They're all in the basement. We keep them there, playing cards, and sometimes they offer us advice. I said, oh, just like dogs playing poker. And they said, what? And I said, yeah. The dog's playing poker. Exceptional dogs for exceptional times. And I said, I accept your invitation to join the Vengees. And they said, oh, okay, well, you're going to be a reserve Vengee. And I said, what? What do you mean? So you just said I could have 24-hour access to the gym. And they said, well, you can once you give us a yearly subscription of $50. And I thought you said it was free, man. Well, it's a subscription for $50, but you get $5 a month back, and that's $60. So in the end, we're paying you $10 to be in the Vengees. And I said, well, why don't you just give me the $10 now, and I'll be in the Vengees now? And they said, no, you don't get your extra $5 and $5 until November and December. Actually, you end up not really getting it until January and February because of the way they keep the books. A giant slug, okay? And I knew that my salty sweat, someone threw me with my spikes. Oh my God, my spikes are gonna go right into the side of this thing. I don't think that's fair. It's just something trying to eat. And I hit the inside, and I said, I've been inside a beast before. The slimy and disgusting beast, okay? You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You gotta count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing starts. And that's when I realized why it said that they should count their money. And that's why they didn't let the dogs play poker anymore, because they couldn't stand not counting their money right away. Kind of like when you leave them for a few days and you give them enough food for 3 days and the dogs eat it all at the same time. And I said, I know, I'm like that too. And a sweat poured into my eyes. And I thought, is that my sweat or is that the salt bomb of the slug attack? It didn't matter after all. I was like the Cyclops, the mighty Cyclops from the Odysseus, from the Odyssey. And people were gonna dress around like sheep, trying to get out of my cave. And I said, I'm on your side, man. I'm on your side. And they were just messing with me. And I thought, the Vengees kind of like think I'm a joke. And I was like, that's negative. Okay? The Vengees think you are how you are. They need your help. But then you're with a partner. The partner's like, hey, man, those guys kind of think you're a clown. And I said, no. You don't understand the Vengees. The Vengees, I'm like numero uno top dog. I'm like everyone's Johnny Potatoes. And they're like, I don't know about that. And it's, it's funny when you get someone's outsider, what's the word, perspective on a situation. And they can really see sometimes what you can't. You've been blinded to. And I thought, yeah, why am I doing all this free labor? I mean, it's $10. That'll buy me a falafel and a half. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to hold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. So my memories of that cheese bun in that street stretch forward from the object. Here it is. Stretch forward from the object. Rebuilding the entire creation through a single object. Truly we contain multitudes. We contain multitudes. And it was through this object that the building blocks of matter they rebuilt themselves into a whole new reality. That's a bit much. Every single decision we make, okay, spins us off into a different reality. And it increases or decreases our vibration. Sometimes you'll never see that person again. What happened to Johnny Potatoes, they'll say? I don't know what happened to him. His vibration's different, and that's why you'll never see him again. You're now working at a different. That doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't mean it's good. Okay, that just means some of you are in St. Louis, and some of you are in Tuktoyaktuk. And I thought, am I ever gonna see? Am I ever gonna see them again? To touch them again? You know, to get those small kisses. Small kisses. Sometimes I'd be out in the cold, okay, and my head got too cold because metal is an excellent conductor of heat and cold. Because cold is just the absence of heat. And I didn't like defining myself as a negative, but there it was. So I waited in this new reality that had been derived from this cheese bun, and I was alone. Until someone walked through the door. Holy cow. One day that's going to happen, and I'm going to be like, my name is Thomas Jefferson, and I live at 123 Barnaby Place. And my phone number is 555-1212. Area code 666. That's not a real phone number, man. There I was alone with my thoughts, and not even a phone to love me. And I hoped you would come. I hope you would come so I could see you again, maybe even just one last time. Because a reality based on a cheese bun. Well, who knows how long that was going to last. Might be an ephemeral, beautiful thing like a butterfly or a shitty cocoon or a snowflake made out of coffee filters. You don't know. But for that one brief moment, you know, I had done it. And you never came. And I should have just let it go instead of grabbing on to one last morsel. Should have just let it go. Instead, I was in a prison of my own design. I went out walking on streets made of gold. Picked up the stones, saw the skin and bones of a city without a soul. I went out walking under an atomic sky where the ground won't turn and the rain it burns like the tears when they say goodbye. I went out walking into the thought of you. I went wandering. I called for you and you never came. My own voice was kind of like an echo in my own pace. You know when you can feel yourself chewing when you got headphones on? It was kind of like that. Big pizza wearing headphones. And that was the time I joined the Vengees. They eventually found me with their slip-up machine and their hip-to-step dupes and their dupe-to-shoops. But I can't really say I've ever been the same since. I've had some of that TMZ, that TMDR. As I said, it's try to take it easy. That's when I tell these stories. Because I had to do something. So I told the stories. And I got to see you and meet you. And some people even said, hey, I'd like to join you in that. And I thought that was very nice. So now you could hear the trains underneath. And that really makes the mole people mad because they're trying to sleep. One day they're going to attack the city, and I'm going to have to choose my true loyalties between the people of the Underearth and the people of this city. And I don't know, I think I'll try and play the middle as much as I can. You know, gets 2 sets of Christmas cards, 2 sets of grandparents. We'll see. I went out walking on streets paved with gold. Picked up the stones, saw the skin and bones of a city without a soul. I went walking to the thought of you. I went wandering. The red light special was interesting because a man with grocery game powers built a robot out of red lights because he was sad. Out of laser face, out of laser tag, out of the laser things you scan your lettuces. And we said, are you sure you want to do that? Why don't you just come over, man, and use the gym? So I started a weightlifting club. For Laser Tip, Captain Splatterpants, Hogo the Dingo, Cloudbuster, Bombardier, he's the mascot, Roly Poly Oly. We'll meet 3 times a week at the Vengees Gym. They don't have their own cards, so I gotta wait to swipe them all in. And then we do some deadlift, some jump up on the blocks, some hootie doos, some running through tires, some yank ups, some pull downs, some chain chomps. We have protein shakes, your peanut butter banana, grounded up beans. I don't think I'm going to eat crickets. It's still an animal, even though it would be, I guess, a good source of protein. But I mean, you eat the crickets. Crickets have a lovely song. I don't want to eat them. And we have a great time. Black Magic has the power of multiple chocolates. Davis Esterhazy. It's really good with a scientific calculator. Dinosaur. You just called him Dinosaur. It's not even a dinosaur. He's got a scaly skin. It's a fungal infection, but we still have him in the locker room anyway, as long as he keeps his socks on and his shirt. And we have protein shakes, and we talk about stuff. And sometimes we get nervous when Captain Schmamerica comes with his chain chomp, because they're worried that he's going to give him a good old bangaroo, but he never does. Vending machine doesn't work, but we've got a blender. And I usually take care of the Slurpees myself. I meant the shakes, the protein shake. So everyone comes over 3 times a week. It's not much of a security risk because the The access card's only good, excuse me, for the gym and the broom closet. The sweat's pouring off me. It was a Tahiti treat, as they say. And that was one I didn't think we were going to make it out of either. I felt the sweet taste in my mouth, and then I blacked out. So hopefully this is a lesson to you. When the Vengees say join us, you say yes. And every year they give you a McCain cake for your birthday. And then for Valentine's Day, what happened is they take 2 McCain cakes and carve them into a giant heart. It's too much to eat all at once, but you do it anyway because that icing, there's something about that icing that's just unreal. That McCain cake icing.